And when someone genuinely cares for you and they genuinely love you, they are going to do what's best for you, even if it hurts. Stop. Stop. Hey guys, I'm so glad that you have joined me with this video. All of my returning subscribers, are y'all mad at me? Are you mad at me? I hope not. I know this is the second time I've done this, but guys, okay. So real quick, when I was talking to Miss Tink, she was just like, you're not reviewing Put a Ring on It. And I was like, I mean, no, I mean, I want to, but, and she's like, you're going to be losing a Friday anyways, Crystal. So you might as well, because, you know, Ready to Love is off. What you gonna do for Friday? And I was like, sis, that's why you got that brain between those ears. They work, because clearly I'm not thinking straight. So today I was just like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and get, record videos for 1 and 2. And I was just like, child, who has time for that? And I didn't think you guys would want to see that anyways, because everybody's already caught up. So here we are. At least it's episode 3, not episode 5, like I did Ready to Love. Come on, give me my props. And I am doing Love and Hip Hop, so just guys, bear with me. I promise everything will start to be cohesive and on time with the schedule. This is still very new to me. Even having an audience is very new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like having my YouTube family, this is new to me. So just bear with me, because I love doing this. So we are sitting in my room because your girl is tired. I'm exhausted. It's already been a pretty long day, and I was like, I'm gonna get this done. And before I go to bed, I'm gonna do this review. So the way I'm doing it is I'm just gonna look at it, because I saw it earlier today, but I got caught up with a whole bunch of other stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this Ashley Miller style and see how you guys like it. I'm gonna watch this scene by scene and I'll just review as I go. Because I already have, a good idea of the characters, because I've been watching it with you all. So I just haven't been reviewing it. So you guys don't know my point of view, but I think I want to do it that way. So I'm just gonna go, but I don't know why. I need a new TV. My TV has been tripping. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna go to the show. I just had it on, but we're gonna start it over and we're gonna do it like that, because I think this will be more efficient this way. So hopefully you guys like it. Y'all let me know. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys, please. Let YouTube know I'm out here. Okay, let YouTube know I exist, please, so people who like this will know to subscribe to me too. Let's expand our family, baby. I'm ready for family reunions. What about you? Okay, that's what I like to hear. Now hit that subscribe button. Hit that post notification bell. Hit that like. Okay, put us on the map. So they're starting out. Dr. Nicole is telling them that they're going out on dates. Everybody's going out on dates this week, because the ladies had their dates last week, and everybody's going to be going on the same date. Everybody's going on dates, but in the same location as their partners. Sean is already showing that he is not okay with this idea. Last week he was a mess last week when LaRonda went on her date. And honestly, guys, I really hate that LaRonda decided not to continue her date with the guy that she was on the date with, because they seem like they gelled well. I really do feel like she is moving based on his emotions, and it's totally, taking away what they actually need out of this process. But yeah, Sean is already like, listen, I'm not okay. And I think this is getting too real for him, because, you know, they were in their bubble all this time and now he has to get uncomfortable. So, all right. So Kai is basically bothered at the fact that Darian is still going out with Kai. Honestly, guys, when I see Kai and I look at Alexis, I see two very similar people when it comes to their looks. Now, I think with Darian, wants Kai's personality in Alexis. Alexis seems very muted. A lot of her zest for life was like snatched from her because she seems very monotone, you know, and it seems like Kai kind of brings, you know, a lot of light to his life right now, and that's why he's very attracted to her. Because guys, I'm telling you, when I see Kai and I see Alexis, they look like the exact same person to me. And the down from the to the hair, Kai's facial features are a lot stronger than Alexis's, but their bodies, their body types, their height, like it just all looks the same. And I was just like, oh, I see why he's holding on to Kai, because, you know, Kai reminds him a lot of Alexis. I can see that. But yeah, Alexis is super bothered, and I hate that for her because, first of all, I see why women go for men like Damien. Not my type. I'm not saying that he's ugly or anything or unattractive, but he's very charismatic. He knows how to work a room. He is goofy, he's playful, and he seems like he likes to be the life of the party. And women are drawn to that. Like, listen, I was attracted to this guy solely off of his charisma. I'm not kidding. And he always made me laugh. We used to work together. Y'all, if y'all seen him, y'all would be like, no way, Crystal. Yeah, no way was you attracted to this guy. And I really was. So, yeah. Yeah. We like that, guys. That's a free game. Free game. We like charisma. Get to Eric and Jessica. And Jessica's getting ready for her day. Her day is picking her up first. It's Clarence. And listen, might I say, Clarence looks delicious. Okay. Ooh. But anyways, Eric did a whole 180 in this episode. He's very open to the process, it seems. Even in his confessional, he's just like, I want to see what this process has for us, which I totally love that, because child, listen, in that last episode, he slammed the door in the dude's face, said he was at the wrong house. But this episode, he's very, very receptive, which I can appreciate. Jessica, on the other hand, she's saying, yeah, oh wow, he's being great. She's wanting him to be jealous. You know what I'm saying? She's just like, I don't believe this. I don't believe that and it's like, that's a problem, because listen, you may know your mate, but clearly, you know, people change. And he is allowed to change in this process. And if he's open to the process, sis, let him be open to the process. You know, like he doesn't have to be like, yeah, we want our mates to be, you know, feel a way about us. We want our mates to be overprotective about us. We don't want our mates to be okay with us stepping outside of our relationship. But this is a very unique circumstance, and you would want him to be open to this process so that y'all can explore possibilities of actually getting to the next level of marriage. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, girl. But yeah, Clarence, he's yummy. He looks yummy. I cannot deny that. LaRonda and Sean. Y'all, after Sean cut up, like I said earlier on the last episode, he's not happy with this process at all. And guys, honestly, I don't know how he's gonna make it through this process. I really don't. I just hope that LaRonda gets what she needs out of this process, because he just continues to try to control this situation with his emotions. First of all, she's sitting there ironing his pants, and you're sitting there, your dress is too short. Like, bro, what are we doing here? She's sitting here ironing your pants. Like, clearly this woman loves you. She wants to be with you. She's going through the process for y'all's relationship. You need to do the same thing too, instead of making it about her being with another man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to bring y'all through another hurdle so that y'all can open up better, so you can be more secure with whatever decision you're gonna make. And he's falling apart at the seams to me. To me, is LaRonda's date, LaRonda and Sir James' date, and they're hitting it off. Like, I really like their vibe. I do feel like LaRonda was dialing it up a bit when Sean walked in, or when he got there with his date. His date, she seems very, they're both entertainers, so they understand each other on that level. Like, she's very whimsically, you know, she understands the entertainment side of the business, right? So they kind of get each other on that level. But I just feel like Sean is just super invested, but he's not even experiencing the date that's in front of him. So he bombed this one, y'all. He bombed it. LaRonda, they over there taking shots, living their best life, and Sean is not having it, y'all. He's not having it. So you know, LaRonda and Sir James leave, and of course he puts his arm around the small of her back. Y'all, that's such a weird phrase. You know, when I hear it, I just think of that Madea play when what's her name? Oh, Bam, when Aunt Bam was talking to Madea, and she was like, he swole me around the small of my back. He swole me, Madea. He swole me. That's the first time I ever heard it. I don't remember hearing this in a Lauryn Hill song. So unless I wasn't paying attention. And so now when I was here, talking like he put his arms around the small of her back, and I said, just say the lower waist, bro. Just say her lower waist. Or her lower back, I mean. But I was just like, okay, you know, like, but that child, he was steaming. Ooh, he was steaming. He forgot old girl was sitting in his face. And Kai are in the car together. He picked her up, and they're on the way to the date, and he basically tells her, my girl's gonna be there, you know, and she's like, sir, I'm not a side chick, never have been, never will be. And I was like, girl, first of all, can we just talk about how fine Kai is? Oh my gosh, she is deliciously fine. Like, I was just looking at her talking, I was like, wow. I really got a little crush on her. To be honest, like, good Jesus, that woman is fine. Like, oh my God. Anyways, yeah. So they picked some fine candidates thus far, and man, whew. All right, so we pan to Jessica and Clarence's date. That's his name, right? Well, I hope so. Big Swole. We we get to their date, and they're having a great date so far. And Jessica really likes the fact that he is has all of his attention on her, who he's interested in listening to what she has to say. I think that speaks volumes to what kind of relationship she's in with Eric, because when you've been starved of something like that, or you're starved of anything that you really hunger for in a relationship, it'll come out in different forms, and you'll gravitate more to that. And I think that's definitely something that she probably lacks in their relationship, being heard. And that is a very important component to have in your relationship, is hearing both parties out. No matter what it is, even if it's something silly, something you don't find important, you have to listen to your partner. And clearly that's not what she's getting. All right. I couldn't even keep going before I had to say this. So we pan to Eric. Eric is going, he's meeting up with his date, right? But in his confessional, he's just like, okay, so, you know, I'm sitting here waiting, you know, on my date. And it's weird because I'm going to be in the same room with my partner. This is the first time I've heard him refer to Jessica as his partner. You know, it was his lady, his baby, his girl, his everything else but his partner. And I'm really seeing his whole demeanor change towards this process as far as what we see, right? It's like he's just like turning a new leaf. Like he's calling Jessica his partner. Guys, listen, words mean a lot to me. They take weight for me. And to hear him turn Jessica from his lady, his girlfriend, his woman, to his partner, super big. Man, okay. So, I freaking, like, guys, I did not think I was gonna like Eric. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think I was gonna like him at all, but this episode really showed him in another light for me, and I freaking loved it because it seemed like he let that cool guy, swagged out kind of personality to the wayside, and he just opened up. You know what I'm saying? You could even hear his voice more. You could hear his accent more in this episode. But you know, he's walking in, he sees Jessica and her date, and he walks in with his date, and she is so pretty. That bun. Anyways, she was gorgeous. Nice body, nice outfit, loved it. That bun. Anyways, but they started having like a really good conversation. You could see them both peeling back. Like, you know, I'm a conversationalist, and that's me. Like, I love to talk. I can talk until the sun comes up. Well, I used to, child. I'm getting older now. But if it's right, it's right, and it'll happen. But you can catch me around 3 o'clock, then I'm out. But yeah, they're having a good conversation, and Jessica is like asking her date, like, is this weird for you? Because it's weird for her. And he's just like, honestly, I forgot they were even here. Like, I'm focused on you. And he's just like, okay, well, you know, he's such a gentleman. He's just like, well, you want to get out of here? Because, you know, it's getting a little crowded. And she's like, yeah, let's go. They're being super loud, but you can hear their laughter. And that's what I like appreciated. I guess I love this scene because I guess I see myself as the girl, you know, like is it the around the way girl? I don't know. But the girl that can hold a conversation, super goofy, super funny, very open. Just the open book. When you first meet me, I'm an open book, and that's good and bad. But I guess that's why I like this scene so much, because I just seen myself, and it kind of makes me excited for getting back out there when I do, because I'm not out there, y'all. It's scary out there. I'm just gonna wait my turn. But anyways, yeah, but I really love this scene. Super dope. Loved it. Let's get on to Darian and Kai and Alexis and whoever this guy is gonna be. Let's see. All right, guys. Alexis decided she wasn't playing today. She wasn't playing with Kai today because it was raining, but sis had no clothes on. Okay, nothing. She was showing everybody everything that she had to offer. Like, like she has this see-through blouse. You can see the bra. the tie around, wrap around skirt. It actually looks like a beach cover up. Like she came real ready for the beach today. And listen, she had a point to prove, and it wasn't for that date. And who is this date? This date, first of all, did not look like he was ready for it, like a date. He's not dressed like he's ready to go on a date. When you see Kai and Darian, he has, you know, a long coat on, you know, very nice, not like formal, but date attire. She has a nice one piece on, juicy. Oh, that woman is juicy. Anyways, but you know, they just look, it looks like date attire. And he just looked like, you know, he just left from going to the store or something. Like, it just didn't look, I don't even know what this dude's name is. Alexis isn't gonna give anybody a chance, and that sucks. Like, she's not giving this experience her all either, because she's so hung up on what Darian's gonna do, what he's gonna say, how it's gonna happen, that she's not even focused on herself. And I think that's why she seems to be like she doesn't have a zest for life, because her life is wrapped up in Darian, you know, or Darian, the dude from Field Mob. She just seems to be very wrapped up in him, and I understand that. I've been there, and that is a very, very dark place to be in, because when you don't make any time for yourself, carve any time for yourself, have any real self-love, all of your validation, all of everything that you're looking for is coming from that person. And once they decide to stop giving you what exactly you needed, you're gonna look like somebody sucked the life out of you, because they become your life. So, oof, child. Okay, I gotta stop doing this, because I don't want it to be choppy, but I'm just going off of what I'm seeing. And as soon as they sit down and he asks, you know, well, what do you do? Which that is such a turn off. Don't let that be the first question out the gate. Such a turn off. Anyways, but he asks her, so what do you do? And literally her face is like she's slumped in the booth, and she's like, I do sales. And I do player development for Atlanta Hawks. Like, it's so sad to watch her, y'all. Do y'all get that same feeling? Do y'all feel sad when y'all see Alexis on this show? Because it just seems like she's just not happy, and she's just reacting off of what Darian is doing. It doesn't seem like she's in there, you know? I don't know. Now, it's crazy to me that Darian is like so out of sorts. Like, he can't eat his food. He can't really focus on Kai. And he said in his confessionals, like, I want her to date. I want her to get this experience. I want her to feel the same things that I felt going through this experience. I guess because it's, you know, close proximity that he's feeling like this. But I can see Alexis in his, you know, in his view, you know, kind of like, it seems like she's going through the motions. And it's just super unfortunate that it's not a authentic process for her, because I guess we'll never know. Not, you know, until we keep going down the process to see if she finally opens up, because there's gonna be some explosive scene that's coming on next week, child. I can't wait. But yeah, guys, y'all tell me what y'all think. Do you guys feel like Alexis is being authentic with these dates, or do y'all feel like it's strictly off of reacting off of what Darian is doing? Or do you think she's being real, and this is just who she is, and this is just her personality? Like, y'all let me know, because I really don't feel like this is the authenticity that she has to offer. especially looking at the kind of guy he is. You know, they say opposites attract, but when you are with somebody, that person reflects who you are on the inside. It reflects, you know, who you are. But whether that be a good relationship or a bad relationship, at whatever point in your life, your partner definitely reflects who you are. And so who he is, I feel like she had a bit of her when they met. And she wasn't always dead in the eyes, you know, very, very, you know, slumpish and things like that. You know, there had to be some type of exhilarating, you know, parts of their relationship that she displayed to him. So, yeah. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, first of all, Darian, why would you tell Kai that your girl is intimidated by her? Why would you do that? 2, put a ring on it, people. Why y'all ain't give Alexis's man some chapstick? She deserves better. She deserves better. That man really on there with no lips, no chapstick on, y'all. Oh, Lord. Child, he was an extra on somebody else's set, and they just really brought him on. Okay, so I finally see old boy's name. His name is Desi. First of all, don't call my girl Alexis foolish, okay? Because she's talking about her man. Her man is sitting in the same room, okay? It's bound to come up. She let you know. So get up off her case, ashy ass lips. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right now, while he on my screen, those lips are ashy. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Calling this beautiful woman foolish with your lips looking the way that they do. Go get some moisturizer. Matter of fact, I sell a lip balm. $2. I got you, cuz. Bubbaloo. Okay? Bubbaloo and Co. That's me. Go get my lip balm. It's $2, cuz. He said, I think he playing you like 14 years. And I'm like, all right, Ashley Lips. I agree with you on that one. I don't think he playing with her. I think he playing house with her for sure. It's like one of those situations of why buy the milk when you can get the cow for free. I definitely feel like it's one of those situations because 14 years. 14 years. Now I could see if this is one of those things where we had a conversation and we both don't want marriage. All right, got it. Duly noted. But Alexis is 34 years old. I'm sure she, like he said, the house and the car and the kids and the dog and I'm sure she wants those things too. And unfortunately, women have biological clocks. He is playing house with you, sis. You know, you're doing wifely duties with a girlfriend title. It's definitely one of those situations. And I don't think she makes anything hard for him. Or not hard for him. I don't think she makes him work for things. Because he met her while they were still developing. Like I said in my, not during the reunion parts, but like I said in the video before that, women are still developing even when they're 25. We're still trying to figure out what kind of women we want to be, what we want to do, how we want to do it, what kind of partner we want. Like, though we're still developing those things. So when he met her while she was in college, she was still developing. So a lot of shit just fell by the wayside, unfortunately. And now she's just in this process with him, but not really in this process because she's just concerned about him. And this is the second date that she's had with a different guy who's basically said, you don't love yourself, you're not focused on yourself, homeboy is playing you. Because the last one, he was just like, you don't love yourself? Like what? Because she's naming off instances and she's having to defend herself. Like, what? Me? Like, no, I love myself. No, I'm not being played. She's in a position to where she has to defend herself. This is the second time random guy, or not random, but a different guy, and the same type of conversation has come up. So clearly there is a consistency in her behavior that men are sensing that she's not picking up on yet. She worried about it because your lips are ashy. Anyways, so Darian and Kai have decided that they're gonna leave the date, and you know, Kai takes his hand, and oh, I love watching her walk away. Oh, she's so juicy. Anyway, y'all don't need to see the creep in me. I'm so sorry. Anyways, but Kai sees it, and of course she's not happy about that. You gonna let hands go. You gonna let hands go. And the whole focus of this this exercise was to focus on your date. You're gonna be uncomfortable, but you need to focus on your date. And she definitely she failed that one too. Her and Sean, they both, you know, 1-1, because they were, once it got, it was physical, but not physical on the degree of like inappropriate, you know, physical touching. It was just, you know, she held his hand, he was on her, you know, small of her back. Anyways, but she let her slip hang on that one. It's like, all right, sis, if you gonna show up in that outfit, you basically are, you know, you don't want to let anybody see you sweat. You don't want Kai to see you sweat, because now you're meeting this woman who has got your man's attention. If you don't want her to see you sweat, you don't respond like that. You take that to your man once y'all get home. You don't do that in front of the girl, because you continuously validate what your man then said about you being insecure when it comes to, or not insecure, what did he say? And you're intimidated by this woman. You just gave her that. You validated everything that he said about you to her, because now you talking to her, and of course she's laughing. She thinks this is, you know, funny, because it's like, oh, got your man, bye. You know, like that's basically what that was, because, you know, women, listen, women can be cutthroat, but you know, Darian is steady trying to you know, defend himself, and it's like, listen, in this game, or in this exercise, in this situation, in this show, y'all are supposed to be getting to know these people, and they're getting to know you, and they're catching feelings for you. So this is just where we at with it. You know, Dr. Nicole definitely said there are no rules. There are no, you know, there's no boundaries, nothing. What goes, what happens. That's just what happens. And you need to make sure that your relationship is going to be able to stand it or not. That's what we're figuring out. So to see her react like that, I was like, man, come on, Alexis, you do not let them see you sweat. And you let her. You let her, sis. I don't like, you ain't going out too good on this one. I don't like that. All right. Woo, so we got to Jessica and Eric's house. And this is one thing that I definitely wanted to touch on when I watched this earlier. When Eric told Jessica, because of course Erica, well, I combined their name, didn't I? Anyways, when Eric comes home, he's all giddy and happy. And first of all, that's because he'd been drinking. And they was, you know, and second of all, because he just had a good time on his date. He had a great time. And when he tells Jessica, like, that's one of the best conversations I've had in a long time, or like ever. This is what I wanted to say. For the ladies who don't know, men, we have the expectation that men lie, right? When you want honesty from your man and he wants to explain to you how he's feeling, it's gonna be brutal. There will be no sugarcoating, because men don't operate like that. They are going to be brutally honest. Period, point blank. Because they want you to understand the degree in which they're explaining themselves, so that you know what level he's on. I knew exactly what he was trying to say when he said it, when it first came out of his mouth, before he even explained to Jessica no, this is what I want for us. When he said it and he was like, that's one of the best conversations I've had ever, I knew immediately, oh, that's what he's wanting from his partner. Like, he had that and he wants to have that with her. He doesn't just want what they have now. And as soon as he said that, she was not prepared to take that information in. Like, it was like a truck hit her. Like, that's how her reaction was. Like, whoa, like, okay, now calm down, because she's seeing it as competition. And it's like, no, if you don't look at the, or if you don't feel what he's saying and you're listening to what he's saying, he's basically saying, I want this from you. But she's in her emotions. And we women get in our emotions. Like, let's be honest. But I understood exactly when it came out, because I was with my ex, brutally honest. And I could never hear him. I only felt what he said, and I was only focused on how it made me feel. So a lot of the times, those conversations wouldn't go well. And I guess from that experience, I now know, listen, men, they gonna tell it to you straight, because they really don't have a lot of men don't have the capabilities of like, all right, honey, listen, I don't like this. Like, even my dad, brutally honest, he doesn't know how to sugarcoat anything. So I guess I'm just used to it. You know, I'm used to men around me being brutally honest. See, and as soon as I put this on pause and I played the episode, he literally just said, I'm just being honest. And she's like, you being too honest. And that's because she's feeling everything he's saying instead of listening with her up here and taking in what he's saying. And she is just stressed out. And he's steadily, because he's so excited, he's just like, no, look, listen, understand. Like, she had us in a bubble. I was in my own world. I didn't even know y'all left. I'm just trying to, because he wants it so bad for their relationship that he's trying to paint the picture for her. And the whole time she is just like, okay, because all she can hear is, she's better than you. 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 She's better. You know what I'm saying? She can't hear the, oh, this is what I want for us. All she can hear is, this other woman has done something that I can't do, or that I can't give him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all she's just looking at it as a shortcoming instead of a opportunity to grow. And it's sad to watch, because listen, I know, oh man, I know that feeling all too well. And he's just like really trying to paint this picture, and she is like not having it. Like, because she's not trying to hear it logically right now. I don't know where they are. I don't follow them on social media yet, but I don't know where their relationship is. But if she is looking at this, I hope she looks at it from this perspective instead of where she is right now in the episode. Because if she doesn't see it, she missed her opportunity for growth. And this will be a continued heel that they'll always go up and can't never get over, because she's not seeing it as growth. She's seeing it as, oh, you telling me this bitch is better than me? You know, like that's how she's looking at it. Okay. So, all the couples are back, you know, in the couples group situation. And they're talking to Dr. Nicole. And first of all, I just want to point out, LaRonda, every time she comes, you know, on the show or in the group session, she's always makeup down, looking good. This time around, barely any makeup, no lipstick, hair pushed back, nothing, like, you know, it's not like how she normally is. She's not a super glam girl, but I definitely noticed that. And I feel like that's because there was some issues that went down after that date. Sean was not in a good place. He wasn't in a good place last week. And I don't feel like it was a lot of peace happening in that house. So looking at LaRonda's appearance on this episode during this session versus how she's come in the past, you can definitely tell when something is going on. So, ooh, child. And then, Dr. Nicole is asking them about the experience, and Sean is talking about his experience, and he admits that he couldn't focus on his date because he was too busy focusing on LaRonda's date. And then he goes into saying, oh, well, LaRonda doesn't even like those kind of guys, and that's not even for her. And I'm like, why would you say something like that? First of all, pseudo controlling. Don't tell anybody what they like. You can't tell anybody what they like. Women are not monoliths. Men are not monoliths. So just because you're so afraid of somebody sweeping her off her feet, that you're letting your insecurities get to the best of you. And it's so ugly to watch. And I'm glad Dr. Nicole gets on his case and lets him know that, Okay, so this just validates what I just said, because he starts talking about the guy putting his arm around LaRonda, and you can tell immediately there was tension there to begin with, because this is something they probably have been arguing about since this date happened, this has probably been an ongoing thing. And the fact that she's just like, he doesn't believe what I'm saying. And listen, they were drinking, okay? They were drinking, right? Had double shots, all of that. Her inhibitions are low. So she probably didn't even notice, especially if he wasn't aggressive with her. You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't like, come here, she probably didn't notice. It probably didn't last long. It probably didn't last, probably by the time he opened the door for her, it was done. So it was, in a quick instance. And if that happened, it happened when the process started. Dr. Nicole said there will be no boundaries, there will be no rules. So you don't have to let that go, Sean, if this is what you ultimately want. You're gonna have to be okay with it. And if you're not okay with it, you need to go and let this go now, because no one wants to have a burden of a jealous partner. No one, that's a burden. That is baggage. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I want to be burdened with is a over jealous partner. You know what I'm saying? It's not even it's not even a healthy way to be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Not in my perspective. I think that's just such a unhealthy place to be in, because that shows a lot of insecurities that has nothing to do with the person that you're with. And it's not okay to put those type of stigmas, that kind of pressure on that person, because then they're steadily trying to defend themselves for things they don't even know is happening, because you've already made up in your mind what didn't happen, how it happened, when it happened, who it was with, how it was with them. You already have your mind made up. And that doesn't seem like a very safe space to be in, because again, you're steadily in a position of, I didn't do this. What are you talking about? This is crazy. You're just steadily defending yourself. And that's what it looks like when LaRonda is basically like, he doesn't understand that I did not feel that. And even if she did, even if she didn't, it shouldn't be to this extreme. And I just have a very, my gut is telling me this conversation turned into a blowout at the house. It had to be, because of how defensive they are talking about it in the group session. Okay, so they get to Alexis's and Darian's dates, and Alexis is trying to explain to her how disrespectful Kai was, And even to blow it up saying it looked like they were going to a hotel. Now, I could see if they were all over each other, if there was a lot of touchy-feely stuff going on, even if there was like a lot of flirting going on. But that is not what was happening in this date. They were talking about Alexis because she kept saying, I kept hearing my name while they were over there, which means it had nothing to do with them and everything to do with you. So you are just micromanaging the hell out of this date. And like Dr. Nicole said, so you just gonna do whatever you want to do. You're gonna try to control this other person. You're not even gonna try this process. You're just like, come on, like, stop trying to push against the process. Work with the process, because you're gonna steadily feel like this. You know, Kai felt disrespected. She felt like, you know, the girl was disrespecting her because she was, you know, laughing or whatever. But it's like, sis, you let her get the upper hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will have to step outside of yourself to understand you let her have that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of holding your own. This process wasn't an outside process, like there was no cameras, nobody to assist you, so you just see your man with another woman. That's not that. This is a constructed process to help you and your man along. But you're taking it outside of that, and that's not what it is. And, you know, Darian is trying to defend himself. First of all, he is hilarious. I can't take him seriously. But, I just don't like the way Alexis is taking this process. Her or Sean. They are both in the same boat with this process. Whew, listen. Y'all, ladies specifically, if y'all don't get nothing from me out of this, y'all men have no filter. They're gonna give it to you like they see it, like how they feel it, how they gonna give it to you just like that. They're not putting sugar on top of shit. Dr. Nicole said, Ari, did you get something out of this date that you're not getting at home? And he said, depth. Oh my God. Oh man, like, he is basically saying that Jessica is shallow when it comes to her conversation skills. And that's hard to take in, man. But that's his truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's not feeling. Just like she doesn't feel like she's being heard, he doesn't feel like there's any depth to her. You know what I'm saying? It's like both of their issues, it is a communication. That's where it meets, but at different levels. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe what she's talking about isn't important to him, and what he wants to hear isn't stimulating enough from her. Like, it's just, ooh, I don't see this ending well because he's being super honest, which I definitely appreciate. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all, I did not think I would like Eric. No cap, I did not think I was gonna like him. But I appreciate his honesty, no matter how harsh it is. And in circumstances like this is like, I'm trying to save this, and I'm trying to be honest with myself at the same time. So him keeping up his honesty is what I can respect, even if it is harsh as hell. Cause child, woo! He called that girl searching. Dr. Nicole getting them together. So I don't remember what I just said. That's a damn shame. I'm tired, y'all. But basically she is saying, hey, look, you have to understand that even though this is your partner, this is somebody you have been knowing for however many years, they are going to grow and change. That is one of the things that I don't think anybody ever, I don't want to say anybody, but a lot of people don't ever consider going into a relationship, that they're going to change, because we're all still growing. I don't care how old you get, you are going to change. And when you change in a relationship and your personality starts to shift and you know, you're not the same person that you were when they met you before. It starts to raise questions. You don't feel secure. You don't feel safe. You feel like they've been, you know, they're trying to push you away, things like that. And it's like, you have to be willing to, if I'm committed to you, I'm committed to the change in you as well, because it's going to happen. We're going to have different experiences, different, you know, moments in life, things that are going to affect us, that's going to force us to change. And you have to sign on for that part too, because it's going to happen for you too. You know what I'm saying? And you will want that same energy to be reciprocated to you when you change, because you're going to change. You're not going to stay the same. And they're going to see that from the outside, you know, looking in. It just has to be reciprocated amongst the both parties. And I love that Dr. Nicole has shed light on that, because, child, oh my God, this is crazy. This was crazy, but it definitely shed a whole new light on these couples. Okay, so Darian and Jessica have decided to go on the next date with the same people. They stopped on LaRonda, and Sean is in his confessional talking about, she knows better. You know, she better not choose him again. And it's like, if she doesn't choose him again, I feel like it'll be solely based off of Sean's emotions and not hers. And she's saying she wants to be true to herself, but she has Sean on, you know, her brain. And it's like, sis, man, listen, relationships listen, I'm trying to find the words without stepping on toes. Relationships are not the end all be all. I understand that you are at a certain point in your life where that is what you want, but this may not be what you need with him, because clearly he has some issues that he needs to figure out, and it may not be while y'all are together. I don't think that it's fair for him to stop your process because of how he feels. And when someone genuinely cares for you and they genuinely love you, they are going to do what's best for you, even if it hurts. Even if it hurts. When you love someone outside of yourself genuinely because of the person that you are, they are going to do what is best for you, what's in your best interest. And he is not doing that. He is not doing that at all. It is, and I think it's because she's impacted his life in such a positive way, it seems. He doesn't want to lose that. Even when she was ironing his pants, it was almost like she was a mother figure to him. And that's just what I see now. It's kind of like, I don't want to lose mommy. You know, and it could be a reach, but that's just what I see. I just don't like the way he's able to manipulate her decisions with his emotions. I don't think it's fair. Next week seems like it's gonna be super explosive between Alexis and Darian, and that's because it's starting to get too hot. Kai and Darian's connection, it's there. It's there. And Alexis doesn't like that. She keeps on changing guys. Honestly, the first guy that she decided to do the date with, I feel like she should have gave him a second chance. First of all, super attractive. And that's something worth exploring, because I'm sure it's not over with, right? Like, even if the second date was crap, you know, you could have just at least gave it a second date. But I just feel like she's moving off of Darian's emotions. LaRonda's moving off of Sean's emotions. Jessica, I feel like she's in the I'm gonna keep testing Eric situation, because she doesn't trust him. And Eric is just open to the whole process. It's crazy. So, you guys, y'all tell me what y'all think below. Of course, y'all already know I be in those comments interacting all the time. I always have my phone in my hand, which is a problem, but it's okay because I love y'all and I love when we are connecting. Okay, I love that. Okay, so let's keep doing it. Y'all let me know down below. So glad I'm doing this review. Please, returning subscribers, don't be mad at me. New subscribers, welcome. Peace.